Yeah, good evening everyone. First of all, I would like to wish everyone a very happy Diwali and a very prosperous New Year. Now let's come to the Nifty daily view for 13th November 2015. So this is the current scenario. This is the daily chart of Nifty, and if you look at this last 8 to 10 months, we have been making lower highs and lower lows, so it has resulted in the formation of a parallel channel. And if you see that this was very well respected at 83.30, 83.50 around last week of October, and from those levels only Nifty fell almost now 500 to 600 points. So right now the situation is that the immediate support, so this was the important trend line which was broken by Nifty a few days back, or you can say this was also an important trend line as it formed the channel here somewhere here. So both the trend lines were broken, and now the Nifty is well below that. So this channel plus this trend line both are broken, and right now what we can hope is this immediate support is these two lows. If you look at it, this and around somewhere around this. So this is, I think, 7680, and this is around 7690. So what we can write here is immediate support is an immediate support. So 7700 is the immediate support here, and obviously that would be coming if, can you see the two bot, look at this window. So the low is 7771 and 7772, so this is kind of a double bottom. If this is broken, then obviously you can expect Nifty to fall another 800 points, which will take Nifty to 7680, 7700. So this is very extreme short term, and after that we expect a bounce at least to retest the trend line, so around somewhere around 7950 to 8000. So this is the current very short term view. Let's now come to the long term. So long term picture remains same. We are falling in a parallel channel. It's on almost exact parallel channel. Now the lower part of this channel comes around 7350 to 7400, which will keep declining. So it is difficult to say. So this is a crucial support. So 7680 to 7700. Below that, the last two lows at 7540. So that would be a crucial bottom. And below that, so there are support at each 150 points or 200 points. Then there is a 7350. So I'll write this. So 7680 to 7700 is number one. Number two, you can say, so 762 is the last lows, and 3 is the falling parallel channel, which can be 7350 to 7400. The more important point here is not these three, as obviously these three supports, but when the Nifty has a crucial bounce back range, which can be like predicted by, if we have a like oversold condition on RSI. So this was the condition. RSI was oversold on 24th August 20 at 25-28 levels, so it bounced back from there. So if you have a oversold RSI in these support zones, then it will be very in favor of bulls that Nifty can bounce back another 200-300 points, because oversold condition when mixed with a very significant support results in a bounce back. So 7680 to 7700, 7540 to 755, which is the previous low, and this is the falling channel support. So these three are the major supports. Immediate, as I told you, is 7680 to 7700. And if you talk about more long term, so let me previous lows, previous supports, you can say this is the previous swing low, and this is the lower end of falling parallel channel. So this is the explanation of all the three supports. And if you see on your charts that in the support zone there is a oversold RSI that is below 30, then you can very well expect a good bounce back. Okay, so now I was comparing this fall to the 2011, which most of the analysts have compared it to. So what was the crucial point there is, like, we are somewhere here, so we have already made two bottoms. Yes, so if you see, let's keep this side. So if you see two bottoms, 1 and 2, I've already informed there. So if you compare the 2011 rally, it can break, but it is not going all the way to test the lower end of the parallel channel. It can, but so if we look at if history is any parameter, so it should not go. It looks similar. If you see this is 2015 and this is 2011. So, but whatever it is, whenever this parallel channel completes or this fall completes, first of all it has to be with a positive divergence. So if you can see there, the Nifty has made fresh lows, but it has not made fresh lows on the RSI. Okay, plus the bottom will be found with a very low RSI, so it is around 22, it was 22 here. So the support zones with RSI as oversold will create meaningful bounce back. So this was a 400 point bounce back, which is around 10% at that point of time, around 8 to 10%. So these bounce back will come, but whenever this lower end of the parallel channel, the fall in this lower end of the parallel channel finishes, there will be a significant bounce back. If you see, because that's how the parallel channel can be broken. So this is a 20% upside, so in a very 20%, I think in 45 days, calendar days. So this is January, yes, January to February 22, so around 45-50 days, 20% rally. So this is very much possible, because most of the people were very bearish here, like the scenario right now where BJP has already lost the Bihar elections and there is a general mood of pessimism around. So what you have to do is, yes, obviously you don't have to sell at the bottom, so don't make huge short positions there, and you have to keep buying as RSI dips below 30 and Nifty is around the support. So this should be strategy for if you're buying something for medium term, or 10 to 15% upside. So that you will get, because bounce backs were very strong here. So, and whenever this completes, you can expect a very sharp bounce back, which will obviously, like what happened in 2011, will change the trend. Obviously it does not mean it can go back, but after a while, so it will not break this low, it can come down to retest the parallel channel. So that is possible. So the conclusion is these are the three supports. You can write it down. So these are the three support zones. Whenever Nifty is oversold, go ahead and buy some part of the quantity for another 10 to 15% upside. So you can start buying at these support zones. This one thing you should remember, that in a falling parallel channel, so it will be very difficult for, if you say Nifty go down to well below 7,000 or 6,500, it is very difficult, because if you see, to break this falling parallel channel, you have to create some very negative sentiment. There has to be crisis or something like that to break this falling parallel channel. So at max you can retest it, the lower end, and like these two support zones can go down 7350, fall another 10-20 points and create a false breakdown, and then sharply rally. So right now the view is this, like it is a sell on rallies currently, because it has broken these two trend lines. So what can happen, what can be the ideal move for the next few days? Fall to 7680 to 7700, and then bounce back sharply to 8000 to the retest, to retest the rising trend line breakdown. So this could be the ideal move. One thing more I wanted to show you was this option chain. So option chain also, if you look at it, 7700 is a significant support zone. So 55 lakh shares in 7700 is a crucial support zone. So it matches our first immediate support, that is 7680 to 7700. On the upside, if you see 8200 is out of question this expiry, if this data continues where it is. 8000 also significant build up, so 7 lakhs on a Diwali day is too much. So 7 lakh shares, so 50 to 53 lakhs. So the trend is 7 goes to 7700 and then come back to 8000. So by this OI sheet also it suggests that only. One more thing, the FIDI data. So barring this day on 6th November, where FI bought something around 1581 crore cash, the trend has been down. So see from here, 30th October, so yeah, 1300 crores selling, and then 350 crores, this is around 1000 crores, except this day all are sell days. And one more interesting thing is, you can look at the index futures. So this is 1000 crore, this is 430 crores, and this is 1500 crores, and this is again 1000 crore. So clear sign that FIs are not willing to buy this market, and obviously they are not willing at 8300 levels. They can come at lower levels and change their strategy, but not at 8300 levels. So this is the view, and try catching this support zones by taking a small exposure. Okay, thank you.